Today we're going to be putting a tow hitch on this 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Actually, the years that the tow hitch would work is 2014, I think, through 2018, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be going in the back there. I'll show you in a second. This is the tow hitch. It's a Kurt, 5,000 pounds rated. I'll zoom in on there, right there. Let's see if it comes in. Right there. That's the one I'm going to be using. It's a used tow hitch, so I'm going to show you how it goes on. It's actually quite simple. Let me pause it and I'll show you underneath. Okay, you see these two bolts right here. This one here and that one there gets loosened up to accept the tow hitch right there. So it's pretty simple. So you take these two bolts out and you take, let me show you over here, those two bolts out, and you put the tow hitch in and you're pretty much done. This is the this part here. Let me show you. This is where the wiring harness to the tow hitch, it's already here on the Jeeps. So you just take this plug out right here and plug in the other one. I'll show you when I'm done, but I'm gonna get started. All right. Just so you guys know, I'm using the 13/16 12-point socket, and fits in there nice and tight. 1/2-inch drive ratchet. So loosening these up. I was going to use my air compressor, but it's simple enough. 2 bolts. So this is the driver's side that I'm doing, so you know. The passenger side is still not done yet. So that's it. So now I've got to do the passenger side and over there, and then I'm just gonna bolt up the hitch. So I'll get back to you. Okay, now I'm doing the passenger side. I already cracked the bolts loose, so I can easily remove them. So, like I said, this should not be that difficult. All right, that's one. That's 2. All right, so now I'm gonna get the tow hitch bar and get it in place, and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it up, and then I started the one bolt, as you can see right over here. I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm working by myself today. And put on my gloves. And what I did is I lifted it up, started this bolt first. I used my leg to support the other side, and I put this in, got it started. So now, let me take off my glove. I'm gonna get this bolt here, get this side started. Just like that, okay? And I'm not gonna turn the camera around, but it's pretty much redundant. But these two bolts are started on this side, and there's about, say, an 1/8 inch gap between the bolt frame and the toe bar. And once I tighten that up, it should close it. I'm sure it's going to give a little bit, but it's not going to do any damage. But anyway, I'm going to turn it around so you could see me do the other side. I'll be right back. Now that's the other side. There you go, so I won't move the camera. But the bolt hole is right here. It needs to come forward a little bit, so I'm just tapping it a little forward. Getting the bolt started. Finger tight. Move it around a little bit with my arm. Okay. It's actually quite simple to do. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and most likely I'll get back to you within a couple days. This is my second channel, so I don't really check it that often, but I will definitely get back to you. But make sure that your comment section is turned on, because I had a gentleman ask me a question and I couldn't respond to him because he didn't have his comments turned on. So just make sure that your comment on your YouTube account is on, so you could receive comments. All right, so now I'm gonna snug this up a little bit here, just a breath. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do this one now. All right, now let me turn the camera. All right, so now I'm gonna tighten this side. And then before I go all the way, I just want to, all right, that's done there. They're just snug right now. I just want to make sure they're snug. And I'm going to take you in the front. Give me a second here. Okay, there it is. I mean, that's how it looks like from the back. It's very nice, very sleek, very clean. It's below the valance panel. So, I mean, it doesn't stick out. It stays behind the car, which is really, really nice. You don't smack your ankles when you go into your hatch. So, now that I know that it's nice and straight, there, nice and tight, what I'm going to do is tighten down on the bolts. I'll be right back. Okay, I want to show you. This is where the wiring harness for the tow hitch is. There's a little clip up top here, and you just got to push it in other words, towards the unit, and then you pull out this cap here. Let me see. There you go. And it just pops right out, just like that. So this is the covering cap for this unit here, for the wiring harness for the tow hitch if you're carrying a trailer. You have to remember there's a little clip here that keeps all the dirt and rain and gravel out of the road off of the harness. So you want to make sure that this cap is installed. It's a pain in the butt to get it out. I understand that, but if there's a little clip up top, sorry that the lighting is bad, but it's right here where my thumb is. You just push it down, and then it should release. There's a little clip, I don't know if you could see it in the cap right there. The lighting is bad, like I said, but there's a little clip that holds it in and keeps all the dirt and dust away. So make sure that's in there. So just for informational purposes, just let you know that. And I'm actually done. The bolts are nice and tight. Let me show you here. Like I said, the 2 bolts, they're nice and tight. They're torqued to about 35-40 pounds. Over here as well. So let's, and this is the wiring harness that gets clipped in there into the tow hitch. It's underneath. This is the clip I was telling you. It's on this one here, right there. Okay, so like I was saying, this piece here has that little clip that clips into the wiring harness, and then this would go into your tow hitch, and that's the end product of the tow bar being installed on the Jeep Laredo Grand Cherokee 2014. And I only used to install that was a socket ratchet, 13/16 12-point half-inch drive, and I used this as my persuader to get the bolts loose. Very simple, took about 15 minutes to put it in. And the Kurt tow bar, very simple to install on the Jeep, and it fits 2014 to I think 2018 if I'm not mistaken. And that's about it. So if you like, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.